What's up, everybody? Will Simon back again for episode number 4 of Will's World. Thank you guys all for tuning in. This one's going to be kind of a special one. I'm going to break down a few things about my current belief system. Remember, before I go into any one of these videos, I just want to disclaimer. Please do not believe nor disbelieve anything that I say or claim to believe. Simply have your own experience with what I'm saying and do your own research, conduct your own hypotheses, and simply decide for yourself. So on this episode, I'm basically going to go into why I think the world is in its current state. I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that we're spending trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars trying to find life on other planets in the galaxy when we kill other life on this planet that we're currently on. Now, regardless of the shape of the planet, whether it's a sphere, oblate spheroid, or pear shape, as Mr. deGrasse Tyson would say, or if it's a flat, stationary, motionless plane, it doesn't matter. The idea that we're spending money on killing other organisms on this planet is insane to me. If I just came from like neutral, if I just appeared magically, poof, on this planet, and I looked at how humans behave and how we treat other life, so animals, fish, like any birds, like any kind of animal or any kind of human being, like slavery was abolished maybe a few hundred years ago. That's disgusting to me. I can't believe it. Like I'm upset with human beings. So that's why I always am being the change that I wish to see in the world. I treat everyone with the same respect. I respect myself, so therefore that's going to emulate to other people. So, but to basically go into why we're doing that, it's because the top elite, the top group of people that control the world, the top corporations, they don't want a aware population. They don't want a nation of critical thinkers who can actually lay things out and make decisions based off of that. It honestly irks me so much, and that's why I'm just making kind of these vlog entries to showcase how I'm living my life in my everyday and what my thoughts are like, so that way other people can kind of take a view into my own mind and see that there's a better way. I just know that there's a better way, instead of doing the traditional go to school, get good grades, get a good job, work for 40 years of your life, retire, watch some TV, go to like a foreign place one time and then watch TV until you die. That's supposed to be like the routine life, and like you're successful if you do that. However, I think success is rather a vibration. Same with home. If you're with certain people, it feels like home. It feels where you're supposed to be. And remember, you are where you're supposed to be. I trust the universe, so wherever I'm at is where I'm supposed to be. So going into that, it's such a detrimental thing to our successes as a population. If we're killing other people, if we're killing other animals, it does not make any sense to me. Like I said, regardless of what this is, whatever we're on, I don't know. Maybe there's a dome over top of us. It's called the firmament. Maybe that's a real thing. However, if you want more information on that, please search up the firmament. It's been referenced in numerous religious texts, in the Egyptians, the Greeks. Numerous locations have been referencing a firmament. Anyways, regardless, we are all together. We are all connected. We're all involved in this movement, this human history. And I think it is one of the most pivotal, unique times. And that's why I keep saying it, because it is. If we start treating it as such, then we're going to be able to spark change. Like, I don't think I'm going to change the world. I'm just one man. I'm just one person. I'm just one mind. Right? But one mind, one can conceive one idea that could change the world. Look at for example, like look at let's see, who had like a really crazy idea. Like look at Henry Ford. He had this idea of an assembly line, like where a certain part goes through a certain, and then it continues on. That was such a revolutionary idea, right? Ideas are bulletproof. Let's say, okay, so I'll give you an example. Two men walk into a bar. They each have $1. They exchange their dollar for each other's dollar. They both walk away with $1. However, exchange the ideology with an idea. So two men walk in with one idea each. They both exchange their ideas. Now both men have two ideas. So I think, in my personal opinion, that ideas are the new currency. Knowledge is the new currency, right? Ideas are the new currency. If we can, like, expose the willingness to learn and our potential, we have such high potential for us human beings on the planet. And I'm just here as one of the voices to usher in the new era, the new way, the age of awareness. More people all across the world are becoming self-aware, and that's why it's so important. Self-awareness is so important. So in order to become self-aware, you need to know who you are. Write down what you are. Write down who you want to be, and then act on those. Use actions that are going to catapult you towards that next level, right? It's all about progress. It's all about progression. I think to me, success is inspiration. I feel inspired every single day from just mundane, random things that happen or I see on the street. And it's such a great time to be alive. I basically just want everyone to understand that we're not coming back and we're gonna die. I don't know if anybody's told you that, but this isn't gonna last forever. So I'm gonna do my best, and I'm gonna do everything in my power so that I make this the best life for the rest of us. I'm gonna just go ahead and end this on a few things that I always practice and I'm working on continually progressing these 4 agreements. It's a book I read by Don Miguel Ruiz, and I definitely recommend that you check out his literature. The book is called The 4 Agreements, and he basically goes into this idea of us being humans made out of stars. We are made out of light. And he says if you can agree to these 4 statements, if you can agree to these 4 agreements and usher them into your mind and introduce them to your mindset, your mental capacity, you will literally transform your entire life, everybody's life around you, whoever you interact with. So they are as follows. Number 1, be impeccable with your word. Well, what does that mean? Well, it means to mean what you say and to say what you mean. Every one of you is a magician. Every human being is a magician, and our words are spells. That's why they call it spelling. So if you say, "Oh, I love you," you're casting a positive spell. However, if you say, "I hate you, I want to kill you," you're casting a negative spell. So always make sure you're using a positive mental attitude and a positive outlook. That's number 1. Number 2 is do not take anything personally. Anything that anyone has ever said is not only a reflection of their own reality, not yours, but it's not because of you. So if you completely remove yourself from the equation, it's not about you. This is bigger than me. This is bigger than us. This is bigger than everything. That's number 2. Number 3 is do not make assumptions. Meaning, do not prejudge people. Meaning, don't create a specific connotation towards anything, whether it be a situation, a person, place, or thing, based off of other people's opinions. Like I said before, have your own experience. Do not assume anything. No, that's number 3. And number 4, my personal favorite. I have a song. I have a mentor of mine. His name is Justin Bieber. You guys might know him, and I follow his success. Basically, since the day 2009, I'm a big believer, and just basically of what his movement has catapulted in, the way he has transitioned from a young man to an even bigger influence. He basically has a song called "All In It," and he basically says in the song, if you do something and you're not all in it, then you're cheating yourself. You're stealing from your future. Don't do that. Always give it your all, because if it's something that you're passionate about, you're going to give 100% no matter what. So those are the 4 agreements. Be impeccable with your word. Do not take anything personally. Never make assumptions. And always, always, always do your best. This is Will Simon signing out. I appreciate you guys for watching once again, liking, commenting, subscribing. It all means the world to me. Be the change you wish to see in the world. I'm out, guys. Love and light.